Today I introduce to you one of the strangest, strongest, most interesting athletes I have ever met. I've competed against him for 17 years and I've never won. And that totally sucks. We both compete in the fastest growing sport in the world, the sport of arm wrestling. The name of my nemesis is Robert Baxter. He is a shredded mountain of total ripped strength. Here's a picture of me standing next to him. Yep, he's the devil. And I'll explain. Never will you see someone so deceiving. He's a 4-time world champion. And he actually looks like this. Yeah, looks like some nice guy in a sling that you want to feel sorry for. Do not feel sorry for this guy. He will tear your arm off. Do you know what it's like to have a forearm like that? Kind of shredded, I mean, I think it looks good. And lose to someone like that? The guy looks like a nice marshmallow. And so you get up there and you're like, rah, I'm gonna take you. And you get your butt kicked. It's embarrassing. It sucks to lose to this guy for 17 years. And a lot of really good guys have lost to him. If you think my forearm looks decent, you should check out Jordan Seals. Jordan Seals' forearm is absolutely shredded. Probably it's like 3 inches bigger than mine. I have forearm envy. This dude is huge. And yeah, Robert Baxter's beaten him. It was about 3 years ago, and he beat him twice. Check this out.
Ready, go!
Was a couple years ago, but I have never beaten Jordan Seal. Jordan Seal is a big name. He's very strong, and by the way, he did it twice that day. Here's another mammoth. His name is Richard Lucas, and he was able to beat him too. I don't know how he did it, but he did. He just seems to be able to take down giants. This last weekend I was in Pennsylvania and got to go against a man named RBJ, who's the current World Arm Wrestling League champion in my weight class, and he was very, very strong. And strangely enough, guess who's beaten him? Robert Baxter, somewhere around 3 years ago again. But again, I've never beaten RBJ, and I didn't even come close this weekend. And it just goes on and on. Here is a clip of him going against a monster from Russia. And he obviously does well there. And one of my favorite clips, here's him going against another monster from Norway.
Нужно поддержать, немножко нужно поддержать. Вот смотрите, Квикстат хочет перевести поединок в крюк. Это была бы большая ошибка для Квикстата. Тем не менее, он не пробует это дело. Локоть слетает с подушки. Ну, канадский рефери не делает ему замечания, не делает, не дает ему фола. И победа, уверенная победа Роберта Baxtera. Поздравляем его с золотой медалью.
This Robert Baxter fellow is the current world champion. He has won 4 years in a row. He's about 10 years older than me, and he's rocking it. He also owns 50 Five Guys restaurants. The Five Guys restaurants, he owns 50 of them. So what I'm trying to say is, he's got money, he's really strong, and he's disguised in like a marshmallow suit. So who does that sound like? Well, it sounds like Batman, except for, well, of course, Batman has a better disguise than a marshmallow suit. But one day I saw Robert Baxter. He was just chowing down on some food in one of his Five Guys restaurants, and I said, Robert, you must really like that food. And he says, no, I don't really like it. And he says, I don't actually like food at all. And I was surprised. I said, why are you eating so much? And he says, it helps me keep up my disguise, so people don't think I'm that strong. Because underneath that little jelly suit is a ripped, shredded, strong dude. And I said, Rob, you guys stop this because it's making me look bad. Like, every time I lose to you and all these other guys are losing to you, we look bad. And he said, exactly. Ugh. Anyway, this dude has been on a roll, and I've got a super match coming up with him this Friday. And, you know, I've been challenging him for 17 years. I haven't beaten him. Do I stand a great chance against him? Not really. No, not really, but I'm going to challenge him anyway because it's just what I do. I tell everybody I tell everybody, I say I'm going to beat this guy in 3 weeks, and I've been saying that for a very long time. So maybe this Friday will be that 3 weeks. This will be going on at the Utah Fit Expo, and you know, the chance that I have here is my endurance is better than his. That is a fact. A lot better now. So a long time ago, it wasn't very good because I thought I could outdo him. And I remember in a practice, I said, hey, I bet I can beat you once in the best of 50. And so we went at it 50 times. And he beat me 50 times in a row. So that sucked. But my endurance is a lot better now. So this one's best out of 6. I do have a chance because I think around 2 he will be tired. I will make my move right around 3 or 4. It's still going to be rough. He's still who he is, and but it's going to be great. Another interesting thing that you're going to notice at this super match is Robert's going to have a sling on his left arm because he tore his biceps. He tore his bicep tendon at an event, just a recent event that we had, and he blamed it on Jordan Seal. Which is actually not true. I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. Who he was going against, now he went against a couple people, but one of those persons was me. He actually tore his bicep tendon, his left bicep tendon, against me. But he blamed it on Jordan Seal because Jordan Seal has a bigger forearm and a bigger name than I do, and so he wanted to say it was someone bigger. He didn't want to admit that I was the one that actually tore his bicep tendon on his left arm. So we'll be going right-handed, and he won't be able to hold the peg, so I won't be holding the peg either, and we're just going to go at it right-handed. And this kind of shows what a warrior he is. He doesn't really care. He's going to go on the table, you know, even though his one arm is already hurt. But just know that I'm the one that tore his left bicep tendon, and I apologize for that, Robert. I feel bad, and I just want you to be safe. I want you to be really safe when we're going right-handed. If you feel like you're going to lose, just lose. Don't keep trying to tear your right one. I don't want you in 2 slings. That's going to suck. So don't do that. Try to calm down your pride and just be willing to lose. Don't hurt your arm. That's the only thing I'm afraid of in the super match. I just don't want to hurt his other arm. So here we go. This is going to be a party.